How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the video and welcome to 2019. So with this time of year, people tend to set their New Year's resolutions. They like to set their goals that they want to try and accomplish throughout this year. And one of the most common goals that people tend to set for themselves is they want to get in shape. So they want to lose weight, get in shape, and feel better about themselves. So today we're going to go over a few things that you can do in order to get started on your weight loss journey and make sure that you set yourself up to lose the most amount of weight possible and achieve the best you that you've ever achieved. So let's jump right into it by covering a few things that most people tend to do when they first start on their weight loss journey, which you really want to avoid. So the first thing that a lot of people tend to do is they tend to cut their calories drastically almost overnight. So they'll go from eating, say, 4,000 calories a day to maybe 2,000 or even less in hopes of dropping as much weight as possible as quickly as possible. Now, this is actually a really bad thing to do because one, it's going to put your body into a starvation mode where it's going to hold on to that extra fat as opposed to burning it. So ideally, you don't want to drop your calories more than 250 to 500 calories maximum per week when you're starting a diet. Initially, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go over what we need to track for the first week. We're not gonna change anything at all, just track what we're eating, track our weight, and then we're gonna go and set up a baseline. From there, over the next series of videos, I'm gonna teach you guys exactly how you can set up your meal plans, set up your macros, in order to optimally lose as much weight as possible, as efficiently and as safely as possible, because that's the goal. We don't wanna do anything that's gonna shock our body too much. We wanna try and maintain as much muscle mass and stay as healthy as possible while losing that extra body fat. So the second thing that a lot of people tend to do is they tend to immediately jump on the cardio machine the second they start their diet. So for example, you go into the gym and you're running on the treadmill for half an hour a day, maybe 5, 6, or even 7 days a week, trying to drop as much weight as possible, as quickly as possible. Again, this is not the way you want to do it. We want to take things slow and gradual, and actually we want to use cardio as sort of a last resort. We want to try and lose as much weight as possible through diet and nutrition as opposed to our cardiovascular, because there's only so much cardio you can do in a week before you basically tap yourself out or you reach a limit. I mean, imagine trying to do more than an hour of cardio 7 days a week. First of all, that's 7 hours that you're in the gym, that you're doing something that most people generally don't like. So ideally, we want to keep our cardio as minimal as possible for as long as possible, so that once we actually start to plateau on our weight loss through diet and nutrition, that's when we can start stepping up that cardio and helping us to increase our fat burning and burn off that last few extra pounds. So ideally, once we hit a plateau with our weight loss from diet and nutrition alone, that's when we start adding in that cardio to help step up our weight loss and start losing that last little bit of extra fat. So we're gonna get into that again, like I said, as we progress through these videos. But ideally, what we wanna start off by doing is 1, maybe 2 sessions of cardio per week, and we want to keep those sessions low intensity, so you're not going to be doing something crazy like interval training, sprints, anything like that. We're going to start off really low intensity for about 20 to 30 minutes. So think like low intensity stairs, a slight incline treadmill, things like that, a rowing machine, not pushing yourself, and just slowly adding in more cardio over time. So we don't want to jump into just 7 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever it may be, right out the gate, because like I said, 1, you're going to get burnt out extremely quickly, and 2, you're going to reach a point where you simply can't do any more cardio, and then if you hit that plateau, then where are you going to go from there? So what we're going to cover in today's video is exactly what I want you to do over the next week in order to determine a baseline that we can work off of going forward. So what do I mean by that? Well, for this first week, what we're gonna try and do is 1, we're not gonna start a super strict diet just yet. We're gonna basically be continuing to eat whatever we've been eating recently, maybe trying to clean it up just a little bit. So instead of going out for ice cream, maybe substitute that for a bowl of fruit, something like that. Just try and keep it a little bit healthier than usual. But the biggest thing, the key to this, is we're gonna track every single calorie that we eat throughout the entire week. All right, so the way we're gonna track this is by using an application called MyFitnessPal. So I've got it here on my phone, and we're gonna throw it up on the screen here as we go through what we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna open up MyFitnessPal, and as you can see in here, just this is the home screen, but we're gonna come over here and we're gonna go to, first off, we're gonna go to goals, and then we're gonna do current weight. So this is where we're gonna just set our current weight calculation. As you can see, I've got mine set. This is what I weighed in at this morning, 184.4 pounds. So then you can hit set there. I'm gonna hit cancel because I've already set it. And then from here, we're not gonna worry about pretty much anything else. And what I want you to do is every single day, I want you to come in and set your current weight for that day so that you can just track your weight every single day. You can also do this by writing it down on a piece of paper. That's the way I like to do it, but you can do it in the app as well. Now, the thing that we most care about is our diary. So we're gonna click on that. And then here you can see I've got everything that I've eaten today already loaded into my diary. And as you can see at the top, it gives me the total calories that I've eaten and approximately how much I have remaining for what the app thinks that I should be eating. Now, here's the thing. Don't trust what the app tells you as what you should be eating in terms of your calories. I've found that 90% of the time, the amount of calories that the app thinks you should eat is pretty much wrong. So we're not gonna trust that at all, and we'll be setting it manually later down the road. So don't worry about that for now. But we're gonna go over here to just a blank slate so you can see exactly what we're gonna do with this app. So if I click on add food, here you can see a list of foods that I've recently eaten, or I can always go in and search for something, let's say apple, and hit search. And it'll come up with a list of apples that you can add in. So I could say green apple, I'm gonna add that in, and it comes here and it shows you the exact calories that one apple contains. You can adjust your serving size, things like that, how many servings that you're having, all this information. So the goal with this is what I want you to do is every single thing you eat, you're gonna add it into this app. And then at the end of the week, you're gonna review that and see how many calories you're eating on average per day. So all you're gonna care about is up here under the food, you're gonna look at that section every single day that you tracked your calories and see what the number is, add it up over the course of the 7 days, divide it by 7, and that's gonna give you the average calories that you ate. Now, the second thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna track our weight every single day. Like I said, you can track it in the app, but I prefer to just use a pen and paper, hang it up in my bathroom, right over my scale, and then first thing in the morning, before you eat anything, as soon as you get out of bed, after you've used the bathroom, that's when you want to weigh yourself. And you're going to do that every single day for a week. Now, I know this sounds like a lot of work, but this is the best way to get a baseline in order to set yourself up to lose the most amount of weight possible as quickly and as healthily as possible in the next several weeks. So, from here, once you've got your weight tracked for every single day, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna find that average. So, you're gonna add all 7 days up, divide that by 7, and that's gonna give you your average weight. From there, you also wanna look at the trend. So what I mean by that is, was your weight steadily increasing throughout the week? Was it decreasing? Or was it just kind of staying about the same, maybe jumping up and down a pound or 2 every day, but staying at roughly the same weight? And that is gonna help you determine whether or not you need to increase the amount of calories you're eating, decrease the amount of calories you're eating, or if the amount of calories you're eating are pretty much fine in order to hit your goal. So from there, we're not gonna worry about anything else for this first week. Just the 3 main things is you wanna track your weight, track your food, and do 1, maybe 2 sessions of cardio. Don't do anything more than that. Nice and light, keep it simple, and just continue the rest of your day as you normally would. From there, when we come back next week, we're gonna show you exactly how you can take this information and set up the perfect diet and nutrition plan in order for you to start losing as much weight as possible, as safely as possible, and achieve the best you that you've ever achieved. As we go through all of this, I'm gonna be doing it along with you guys. So at the start of every video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how I did everything for the previous week, and then we're going to jump into how we're going to be doing everything for the next couple of weeks. So there you go, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down here somewhere in order to stay up to date on all of these videos throughout this entire series so that you can help yourself achieve the best you that you've ever achieved. And if you guys want to be notified the second one of these videos is released, you can ring that little bell down here in the corner somewhere. And what that'll do is when one of these videos is uploaded, you'll receive a notification, and then you will instantly be able to watch that video. So as always, I hope you guys have learned something. I hope you guys have taken something away. If you have, hit that like button. Definitely helps out, helps the channel. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.